What's up, YouTube? Marvin4 here with Great American Survival, and in this week's episode we're going to be talking about my Abu Garcia BlueMax Baitcaster combo. Guys, stick with us. I'll tell you all about it. This video is intended for all ages. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to tell you about the rod. The rod is the next generation Abu Garcia BlueMax 24-ton graphite, one-piece, 7-foot, medium heavy rod. Has the capability, it says it's 3/8 to 3/4 of an ounce lure max. Honestly, I've thrown some much heavier than that and haven't had any issues, so I was just trying it out, seeing if it would break. And it says 10 to 20 pound line. I was running 30-pound braid yesterday, but that's still about the diameter. It's still not an issue. Very nicely made. I honestly will say the rod is very smooth, has a great one-piece construction. The reel seat is really nice and snug. The way the reel goes in there, there's no wobble. It just fits nice. Easy to adjust. Got a nice knurled finish on the adapter, so when you're screwing it, it's easy to get your fingers on it if it's wet and you're just taking it out having to fix it or deal with a backlash or anything like that. It's just easy. It's easy to work with. Nice, good threads. Haven't had any problems. The WINN grips are exceptional. That's one of the highlights of this rod is these grips. These grips are also the same as you would get on a really expensive golf club. WINN grips are nice. I have them on my golf clubs. It has the finger pistol grip, what I call a pistol grip, you know, where you got your finger here and it sits on this exposed part of the rod, which makes it where when you're fishing finesse baits, whether it's shaky heads or a jig or anything like that, you're going to feel all those little rocks and bumps. If you're fishing a chatterbait or a crankbait or anything like that, you're going to feel those vibrations as it's shaking, as it's coming through grass and stuff. Really nice, guys. Works really good. It's got the it's not a flat end, so if you're putting this into your gut, it works out really well. It's an easy rod to manipulate. Has these stainless steel titanium oxide coated guides and inserts. I've heard people say negative things, that these things don't work, but I have not had a problem with them. Mine are nice and smooth. I like them. The rod feels great. I think for a medium heavy, I would have liked it to have been able to handle a little more than 3/4 of an ounce lure, but it did it. It handled heavier than that. It does have what they call a Texas rig hook catcher, which is this guy right here. So you've got room if you're running a lure and all that, you've got room. Very nice, very well made. Set that over there. And now we're gonna move on to the reel. Now the reel is very nice, not too heavy. Yeah, the whole thing is of course made in China, but it's a 7:1 gear ratio. It's a 5 bearing system, very well made, Swedish engineered. I like it. It's been a great reel. I haven't had any issues. I will say, if you're gonna use this reel, do not over tighten the tensions, the tension system. Don't overload it. You don't need to, and all that's gonna do is create problems. If you do, it's just gonna cup all those tension washers inside of it and create problems down the road. It's got a nice finger action for the thumb, really smooth. So after a days of it, you're not going to have any wear spots. The drag system is easy to manipulate. You don't have to take it apart just to be able to adjust the brakes. They call theirs, what do they call it? A power disc drag system. That's this guy right here. That's the power disc. The drag, I haven't had any issues with it. It'll manipulate. I'm running 30-pound braid again, like I said, and I can overpower some fish and get them out of the thick stuff. It's been great for that. The reel itself has the MaxTrax brake system. Easy to adjust. Like I said, you don't have to take it apart. You're just gonna, turn it like so. It's gonna make it where if you're having a problem trying to really get that lure out there, you can adjust this down a little bit, adjust your tension knob or spool tensioner, and that will also make it where you can do this. But if you're talking about using lightweight lures, you're gonna have to be really careful. Yes, you're gonna have an opportunity to backlash, but the thing I haven't had a lot of problems with it. Yes, it's backlashed. I'm not going to say it hasn't, but it's backlashed, but easily I've pulled them all out. I've had one when I was running fluorocarbon that I had to cut out, and that was it. It was so bad. It was so bad I had to cut it out. I have it rigged up right now. It's got an easy loop so I can get it back out. So when I go to put it back on, I took it apart because I didn't want to have both of them, you know, mounted to each other and trying to manipulate and show you everything it does. It's a nice setup. It works really well. I'm going to cut to some video, and I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to show you some video of me using it. I don't know if I have any video of me catching fish, but man, the thing just casts really smooth. It works really well, and it's just a nice setup. I like it. Now, ever since I've had this, I've really enjoyed it. As you see, it casts really smooth. Yeah, I'm doing most of mine are sidearm, but it really casts really well. Yeah, occasionally you're going to get a backlash, but as you see, it pulls right out. Not really an issue. Now I will say this chase bait, this is the Smuggler. This thing's pretty freaking cool. I liked it. Yes, it wasn't really a great day for topwater action, but it is a cool lure. I think it will catch a monster. This is I think it's an 1.5 ounces, and this rod and reel handles it. I wanted to see if it was going to be able to handle it. I've fished crankbaits and jerkbaits and chatterbaits, and it's done really well with all of that. But I wanted to see how it was going to handle something this heavy. So in closing, what I'm going to say is both of these, this combo is a great combo. Got a $70 price tag, and it's worth it. It's worth it. I've paid that much and gotten real rod and reel combos that didn't work nearly as well. After almost a year, I think it's great. I think they've held up. It's done its job. It's handled mono, it's handled fluorocarbon, it's handled braid, and I've caught a lot of fish with them. I have this, and I have quite a few other Abu Garcias, but this one has been exceptional. I really like it. And with the 7:1 gear ratio, it allows you to really work a lot of different bait processes, a lot of different bait setups. And whether you're doing something quick, like throwing a crankbait and you want to just get it in here, or if you're flipping or doing some type of finesse thing with a jig or some type of soft plastic Texas rig, you can really, with that 7:1, you can really get those fish out of that cover when you're running stuff like braid, and you can really overpower them and get them out of the water, get them up into the boat, and works really well for that. I think the reel I give the way I'm going to do mine is mine are going to be on a scale of 1 to 5. These right here, the reel, I gave 3 thumbs up because it was exceptional. I really like the reel. I think it's great. But for the price tag, I think you're getting what you pay for. I think you're getting better than what you'd expect for. Because if you're thinking $70, you're talking about a $35 reel. You're going to be hard-pressed to find a $35 reel that's going to be better than this. There's just not very many out there that are better than this for $35. That's the way I have to break it down, because $70 for the combo. Boom. Three thumbs up for that. And that puts this at a $35 price tag, and I'd give it right in the same ballpark. If it was a little heavier duty and could handle something a little heavier, even if up to a 1 ounce for a medium heavy, would have been nice. But it does have that moderate action and works really, really good for, you know, flipping and pitching and anything like that. It's been a great rod. But yes, 3 thumbs up for the rod, and I think they're both exceptional. I think for $70, I think it's a great combo. I think if you're looking to get into bait casting, I think this is a great setup, an easy setup for people to learn with. The drag system, the tensioner, the brakes, all easy to adjust. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like me to help you walk you through them, I would love to. Just comment down below, shoot me a question if you have any. And guys, if you guys know of a better rod and reel combo that you think for $70, shoot them down below. Let me know. I'd love to hear about them. I might have them, and I might agree with you. I might disagree with you, but let's talk about it. Make sure whatever you do, I will put a link over to, because the one bad thing I thought about this combo was it's only available at Walmart. So that means you can't really look around for it. Either they have it or they don't. So make sure whatever you guys do this week, you take some time, and if you're trying to get into fishing, guys, get out there, have fun with it. We love it. It's a lot of fun. We have, for the last couple years, we've really gotten into it and spent a lot more time doing it, but I've been fishing my whole life. And guys, this is a lot of fun. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you guys have a great week. Remember to get out there, enjoy yourself, enjoy nature, be prepared, stay safe. God bless, guys. We'll see you soon.